Imagine a city divided, its streets echoing with the clash of ideologies and the cries of a nation yearning for change. This is Belgrade today, where the battle lines are drawn between those who support Serbia's autocratic president, Aleksandar Vučić, and those who dare to challenge his grip on power. But here's where it gets even more intense. After a year of relentless anti-government protests, tensions erupted into a dramatic showdown on Sunday, with hundreds of riot police struggling to keep the peace between thousands of demonstrators. In the heart of Belgrade, two factions faced off, separated only by rows of officers in full riot gear. The air was thick with anger as bottles and flares flew across police lines. A stark reminder of the deep political rift tearing through Serbia. And this is the part most people miss. This confrontation wasn't just about politics, it was personal. It was fueled by grief, by the memory of 16 lives lost in a train station disaster in Novi Sad a year ago, a tragedy that sparked a youth-led movement demanding accountability and change. The day before, tens of thousands had gathered in Novi Sad to commemorate the anniversary of that disaster. A somber reminder of the negligence and corruption protesters blame on Vučić's government. Among them was Dijana Hrka, the mother of one of the victims, who announced a hunger strike outside the parliament building. A building now partially occupied by Vučić's loyalists since March. Her demand? Justice for her son and the 15 others who perished, as well as an end to the crackdown on protesters, and an early parliamentary election. But here's the controversial twist. While Hrka and her supporters see Vučić's rule as increasingly authoritarian, his loyalists have turned a park and street near his office into a fortified camp, dubbed Caciland, effectively using it as a human shield. Police have guarded this zone, restricting access to Belgrade residents, and a recent shooting incident there has only heightened fears of escalating violence. Pro-government media have labeled protesting university students as terrorists, accusing them of inciting chaos. Yet the protesters argue that it's the government's corruption and nepotism, particularly during the renovation of the Novi Sad station, that led to the fatal collapse of a concrete canopy. Is this a fight for democracy, or a descent into chaos? As the standoff continues, one thing is clear. Serbia is at a crossroads. The youth-led movement is demanding an early election, hoping to unseat Vučić's populist government. But will their voices be heard, or will the crackdown intensify? And what does this mean for the future of a nation divided? What's your take? Do you see the protesters as heroes fighting for justice, or as troublemakers destabilizing the country? Let's discuss. Because in this story there are no easy answers, only questions that demand our attention.